So now we want to look at dividing fractions. Now in arithmetic, let's say you have a value 6 divided by 2. What exactly are we asking you? So we're asking you how many times can we subtract 2 from 6? And of course we all know that's 3 times. So bear that in mind. So if I ask you what is 2 divided by say half, so we're basically asking you how many times can you subtract half from 2. Let's say you have 2 cake. How many halves can you get from that 2 cake? You will guess correctly, 4. But in terms of a method that we use to find value, so the 2, of course, can be written as 2 over 1. I will change division sign to a multiplication sign. And it's always the one on the right, by the way. Always a fraction on the right. We invert, turn upside down, reciprocate, whatever term you want to use. 1 over 2 becomes 2 over 1. And then we are back to the previous topic, multiplication. So 2 times 2, that's 4. 1 times 1, that's 1. 4 divided by 1 is equal to 4. What if I ask you to calculate 4 over 5 divided by 3 over 10? See, for example. Again, the fraction on the left hand side, that's a 4 over 5. It remains division change to a multiplication sign. And the fraction on the right hand side, that's the one we always turn in upside down, right? Or invert, or reciprocate. Good? So you're multiplying 2 fractions. Of course, the usual 4 times 10. Well, 4 times 10. I just change that. Over 5 times 3. Now that a person will divide the 5 into the 10 and you get 2, of course. But if you're not so comfortable with doing that, you can always stay true to this method. Multiplying 4 times 10, that's 40. And 5 times 3, that's 15. And if you wish, you can simplify by dividing both numbers by the same value. So remember, when you want to simplify a fraction, you have to divide both the numerator, which is 40, and the denominator, which is 15, by the same value. And you will realize that 5 can divide into both numbers. So 40 divided by 5, that's 8. And 15 divided by 5, that's 3. So 40 over 15, or the simplified version of 8 over 3. Any of those answers can work. Let us attempt another problem. Let's say you're asked to calculate 1 2/5 divide by 2 1/3. So I'll advise you to rewrite both fractions as improper fractions. In all the operations we did that, let's stay true to that. So 5 times 1 is 5 and 2 7. 2 times 1/3, 3 times 2 6, 6 and 1 7. Alright, so we rewrite the 1 2/5 as 7 over 5. The 2 1/3 as 7 over 3. So this becomes 7 over 5. I will change division sign to a multiplication sign, right? And then what do we do next now? Yes, we invert the one on the right hand side to become 3 over 7. And again, you'll recognize that 7, this 7 can divide into this 7, leave us with just 3 over 5. But let's take some extra steps here. So when you multiply two fractions, I'll remember numerator times numerator over denominator times denominator. So 7 times 3, that's 21. 5 times 7, that's 35. And now after you reach there, now if you wish, you can always simplify by dividing both of these values by 7. 21 divided by 7, that's 3. And 35 divided by 7, that's 5. But of course, you could have done it from this stage. Let's try one last one. Alright, so this we have now 1.5 divide by 5. And again, convert the fractions to mixed fraction. In all the operations, that's the best way to go about it. 2 ones, 2 and 1. So 1.5, 3 over 2. Divide by 5 over 1. Remember, any value can be written as itself over 1. And that was done deliberately because since we're working with fractions, we turn the 5 into a fraction. Good? So this becomes now 3 over 2. And the division sign is now changed to a multiplication sign. And 5 over 1, we convert that to 1 over 5. So multiply 3 times 1 is 3. And 2 times 5, that's 10. So that's it for division. In the next video, we're going to be looking at some past paper questions on fractions.